this? ZL1? Yeah! That would suck for him to get beat by an NA S550. Alright guys, so sometimes when you're recording a POV style video and you have a contents idea for you guys, sometimes situations happen spontaneously and they kind of just happen and you kind of just go with it. So that's what's happened today. Today I was going to talk about my 1 year review of my speed engineering headers and what I think of them. That was the general premise of the video, but then the end of the video, or towards the end of it, something surprisingly happened, which was pretty awesome. And it kind of, you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, well, it kind of left the video here on a high note. So that's what it's about. All right, so when's the Nitrous going to be getting installed? When it's not 100+ degrees outside, that's when it's going to be getting installed. It's coming soon. I just gotta find a day and time where I'm not gonna be sweating my ass off to get that installed because it's hot. Yes, I say that because people have been asking me. I've had it now for like a month. When is it gonna be getting installed? It's coming soon. I gotta get a couple other things, then find a day and time because I want to get a couple friends to help me install it, to bang it out in probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours, hopefully. But for me, it's the wiring. I'm not very good at wire installation and all that kind of shit. That's not my expertise. So when I can get a couple friends that have a little bit more knowledge in wiring that are available and not hell's front porch outside, we will do an install video coming up soon here on the Nitrous. But yes, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. So today, July 5th, day after the 4th of July, I hope all of you had a very happy 250th 4th of July celebration. Hopefully you guys have all of your fingers and your house isn't burnt down, or your lawn, or anybody else's for that matter. But on that note, the 5th of July marks 1 year that I've now had the speed engineering headers on my 2022 Mustang GT. So I didn't realize it's been exactly a year until actually this morning. I remember it was on a Saturday. I got them installed at DSG here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. They banged them out and installed them in less than 2 hours. So I need to go for a drive. I need to fill up on some E85. I'm going to take some, I always say back roads, but if I can find some open back roads, we're going to kind of do some POV driving and talk about if it is worth spending $1,500 to $2,000 on headers, or after 1 year, if I think it's a good idea to go with the least expensive header option with the speed engineering headers, if it had any issues with them, fitment issues, quality, all that kind of stuff, and to let you know my overall opinion of them after a year. And then also, I want to do a shameless plug. This isn't my product at all whatsoever. Obviously, a lot of you guys follow Derek Barron Productions. This is his Tuftowel. I wanted to try out his products because I needed a new drying towel. So this is Derek's Tuftowel drying towel, his wash mitt, and his microfiber detailing cloths that are super soft. So I wanted to try them out for myself. The car is spotless. I washed it the other day, and this towel, it works awesome. It's not, like I said, obviously this is Derek's product. Wanted to try it out, and actually this is the best quality drying towel I've ever had. I think it's 1400 GSM. It can soak up basically the entire car without even having to like wring it out or anything like that. So go check out Tuftowel. I'll put a link in the description. Props to Derek. This stuff is awesome. After trying his products, and this has been on my mind for a while, I have been wanting to throw around the idea of potentially starting my own car detailing products, and also drying towels, microfiber towels, like what Tuftowel is, but my own version of it. I'm kind of starting to explore the ways to get that started, because I'm very particular. I'm OCD about keeping the car clean and detailed, immaculate, the paint quality, the stuff I put on the car. So that is another option why, or sorry, another reason why I wanted to try his products, because I wanted to get my feet wet in exploring, potentially, like I said, starting my own line of car care and detailing products, hopefully here soon. Man, I love that sound. A lot of the reason why it sounds like that is because of the catless long tube headers from Speed Engineering. They are the catless X-pipe, and it obviously has the ghost cam too, and that's just why it sounds so nasty. I just love how it sounds. So for anybody with a Gen 2, Gen 3, or even a Gen 1 Coyote, and you get headers, the first thing you notice before obviously the performance that you get out of it, but the number one thing is the frickin' sound. This thing, compared to how it used to sound, I mean, it was loud, obviously, you know, it's a V8, I have Chorus Extremes on it. But the Chorus Extremes made it loud, but when you put the catless long tubes on it, it completely changed the entire sound and dynamic of the car. People that have headers can understand the very first thing you notice is the sound, and it sounds awesome. Obviously, it sounds American, obviously, but it just that's the first thing is the sound, and then when you step on it, you do see and feel the power increase from the restrictive factory headers to your long tubes, especially if you go catless. They're more free-flowing. Now I know you're gonna have it like emissions issues and stuff like that potentially, and throw check engine lights if you have a state that requires like emissions, but there are, you know, ways to go about that to not have those issues. I'm not one to say what that is, or if there is any, but you guys can pick up what I'm trying to say in regards to that. But I would have to say, for an NA build, headers on a Coyote is hands down probably the best modification you could do on your car. You got, you know, exhausts, which honestly, a cat back exhaust, or hell, even an axle back exhaust, costs as much as headers do, and you don't really get any performance gain out of doing just the exhaust itself. But the cost of headers can be cheaper than frickin' axle back exhaust, and you get much more, well, the cost, not the cost of installation obviously, but just the headers themselves, and you get much more of a performance gain out of it, and you don't need a tune for the headers, which is also a plus. Also, you have a car with a tune on it, a 93 or 85 tune, you know, they are already tuned when you get a flash tune from whoever, that it's already set and made for headers. So you put the headers on, yeah, you'll probably throw a check engine light, get that taken care of however you choose, but hands down, headers is the best mod for your car for an NA application. God, that sounds good. The windows had to go back up because it's 12:30 and it's already, see that, 97 degrees at 12:30. The feel like temperature is 104. Ah, I gotta love Texas in July. It's so nice. But I will take 97 over 27 any day of the week. All right, 21 gallons of E. Topped off the gas tank. Got 5, and then 5 more, or sorry, 10 more in the trunk. Get this thing on because, as I said, it is warm, guys. It's gonna be hot till like towards the end of October. So, all right, let's go. All right, so in regards to the Speed Engineering headers, the more affordable option for headers, do I think that's an option you should go with? Honestly, I'm not gonna tell you or anyone how to spend your money. If you want to go with the, you know, the other options that are more expensive, you know, obviously, you know, those are obviously great options to go with, but I went with this because I wanted to try it out, and it was a business exchange. That is why I went the route that I did, and honestly, I don't have any complaints with these headers at all whatsoever. You get the same performance out of them as you would with other options that cost more. So you don't lose anything in performance. A lot of what people are afraid of is the quality. They might come apart, you know, stuff, you know, they might not, you know, it might rub on certain things here and there. The fitment might not be exactly what it should be. And as I said, I had a very minor rubbing issue, which was taken care of. It wasn't even that big of a deal. So honestly, if you just want to spend 600 bucks on headers and go get them installed wherever you choose, or install them yourself to save you that, honestly, I don't recommend it. If you have a shop close to you, take it to a shop, because headers are a pain in the ass. But I recommend these if you only want to spend like under $1,000 for headers. These are a great option. No regrets. I think they're fantastic. How to roll it down again real quick before you get on the highway. ZL1? I thought that's what that was. That's awesome. Suck for him to get beat by an NA S550, but wasn't sure if it was. I didn't see any badging on the back of it. I'm not sure if Camaros have a ZL1 badge, but it has one on the hood. And then I heard that whine. I think he's trying to like come up. Here he comes. Dude had his girlfriend or wife in his ZL1, and I just gapped him, and he just got off the freeway and left. He wasn't too happy, man. Oh, that's awesome. Love it. It's great. So reasons like that is why I like to always keep the camera on, and in case stuff like that happens, man, I hit record. Because when you're driving around in a car, especially, you know, a Grabber Blue or like a bright Grabber Lime or a car that attracts attention, stuff like that tends to always happen. And This case was a ZL1. I don't know if it was stock. Even if it was stock, man, and that sucks to be him. I don't even have a nitrous on this yet, and I wasn't even like full throttle because of like traffic and everything in front of me. I was like maybe 80%. But yeah, I ain't mad about that. That's awesome. So situations like that, when you have nitrous, it is a downside if your bottle's closed. Unless your bottle's behind your back seat, you can just like twist it open. Mine will be in the trunk. Unless I get a remote bottle opener. I haven't purchased one yet. I may order one or two because I got 2 bottles. Or, you know, you can just leave your bottle open if you're coming back from the car meet, the racetrack, wherever, just cruising around. Just leaving the bottle open because that was without nitrous. So, man, I'm looking forward to get that stuff installed for sure. But do me a favor, if you guys haven't yet already, please drop a like on this and consider hitting subscribe if you haven't yet already. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm trying to hit a goal of 10,000 subscribers. I got a ways to go, but the more people hit that free subscribe, it would definitely help me out, and like I said, I would definitely appreciate it. So until next time, I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya. Bye.